Whenever I choose to bring something new into our home, it's always with full intention and meaning. Today, I finally have a quiet moment and mindfully open these beautifully made and thoughtfully packaged handmade ceramic pieces that I picked in Paris. I'm so excited to unwrap them, gently peeling away the special flight wrapping, enjoying all the details of this little unboxing moment, and finding a dedicated space for these new items. Welcome and welcome back. If this is your first time here, my name is Moran. I'm a maker and homebody from Israel, finding ways to stay grounded and hopeful during these challenging times. Today I'm leaning into some spring cleaning and a bit of refreshing homemaking. Spring is here and with it comes the Passover holidays. But this year, just like last year, it feels very different. Since October 7th, almost 2 years ago, nothing has truly been the same here. There are still hostages in Gaza, held in tunnels, suffering. It's impossible to ignore that pain. So many people on all sides are suffering, trapped in this endless, heartbreaking reality. Families, mothers, fathers, children are still waiting for their loved ones to come home to the place where they belong. And on top of it all, there is the loss in our own family. Grief sits with us now, even at the holiday table. We used to celebrate so many Passovers with the Yals brothers family. Those gatherings were full of warmth and simple joy. I find comfort in simple daily things, cooking, cleaning, and making space for beauty. These quiet moments help me stay present and notice the good even in the tiniest things. And while I clean, I'm flipping through this beautiful design book where my very first home studio was featured, and it is such a lovely memory. With the seasons shifting, I'm refreshing the decoration on this drawer unit, giving it a good clean before bringing in something new. It's the one we got from my mom years ago and recently renovated. As the holidays approach, I feel her absence even more. These chamomile and sage crochet flowers change with the seasons too, just as lovely in spring as they were in winter. I will link the pattern for you below in the description in case you feel inspired to make some yourself. I used Mayak Fibers Tibetan wool for these flowers, but you can absolutely make them with any scraps you already have in your stash. I think my mom would have loved this cozy seasonal corner. I can almost hear her warm, generous words in my ears. And next on today's program, I'm making a fresh batch of wild garlic paste, something I prepare every year around Passover when wild garlic is in season. It's so handy to have in the kitchen for everyday cooking. I usually look for organic wild garlic, peel off the outer layer, and blend it in the Magimix with olive oil and a bit of salt. I like to freeze it in small jars and take out one whenever I need it. And I also love sharing it. It's one of those homemade goodies that I enjoy gifting to friends and family. It's the next morning. I'm making progress on my granny striped tee, and I finally decided to go with the baby yak lace in the oatmeal color for the ribbing. Now that I see how nicely it works, I think I'll also add a ribbed hem at the bottom. It feels like the perfect finishing touch. So now I'm preparing a long circular needle with the right size, picking up stitches from the foundation chain right at the first row of the crochet stitches to begin knitting the ribbing. It's hard to welcome festivity into our home with so much sorrow. Passover, a time usually filled with light, reading the Haggadah, singing songs, feels much heavier this year.
על שום שמררו המצרים את חיי אבותינו במצרים, שנאמר
לנו את הארץ אשר נשבע לאבותינו. מחצה את המצות, מגביה את הכוס ואומר בשמחה ובקול רם.
ומהבל ליום טוב ומאפלה לאור גדול, ומשעבוד לגאולה. ונאמר לפניו שירה חדשה, הללויה.
The Haggadah text is so old, but it feels stronger and relevant than ever. We are having a very small Seder this year, but it's filled with gratitude for simply being together with our loved ones. If you're still here, I'd love to share something with you on a completely different note. Lately, I've been thinking about giving this channel a new name. The current one, Crochet Objet Knitting, comes from my small business. But this space has grown into so much more. It's still about knitting and crochet, and I continue to share my patterns, but it's also about my daily homemaking routines and the small joys of being a homebody. I feel like it's time for a name that reflects that. Nothing's changing just yet, but I'd love to hear your thoughts. Here are a few names I've been considering: Daily Notes, Daily Makes, Nestful Days, and Days with Mo. Which one speaks to you? Or maybe you have another idea? I'm still not completely sure about this step, but let me know in the comments what you think. I'm so grateful to share this space with such a kind and thoughtful community.
Não, só você vai